What is going on, everybody? This is Jackson Voles from JD Sports Zone, and today I have a very special interview with the multifaceted musician and banana ball player, Fisher Polydoroff. Fisher, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. How's your day going? Happy holidays, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Jackson. My day's going great. The holiday season is upon us. We were just talking about Christmas music, and you have a Santa hat on. Very festive. I love it. I've put out, I think, over 30 Christmas songs throughout my music, my discography. So I'm a huge fan.
I truly appreciate that. I'm looking forward to your music. Any big projects outside the one with Dr. Parkenstein coming out, make sure to go check that out. You said it drops tonight, correct?
It does, 6 p.m.
Yeah, make sure to go check that out on Fisher's page. But any other big, like I guess maybe Christmas projects or I guess anything for the New Year's coming up for viewers to watch?
Yeah, I still plan on putting out a Christmas song this year. I do every single year, and my music video with Dr. Parkinson is definitely not a Christmas song. So I definitely I made a promise to myself whenever I started making music that I was going to put out a Christmas song every year, and doesn't have to be an album because I started off strong. I came out with an album in 2021. I recorded on like a $30 Amazon mic, and then the next year I got in the studio with my friend Nora Connor, and then the next year, just the production kept on getting better, and I kept on enjoying it, and here we are today, and 600,000 streams later, and people listen to my music.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. And you're like very young in your career when it comes to baseball and music. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 20 in October this year. So yeah, I was born in '05, the youngest player in the Bananas organization, with the oldest soul, coincidentally.
That's amazing. You're actually younger than I am. This is the first time I've ever interviewed somebody who's younger than me. So I mean, it's great to have a young guy and a fresh face in banana ball, and that kind of leads me to my first question. Obviously, I've seen your story on Instagram. You dropped out of college and ended up going to banana ball with the Visitors. I believe this last summer, correct?
Indeed, yes.
So you went from the Visitors and now you are a part of the Indianapolis Clowns. What part about your journey did you realize, or that kind of, I guess, was a surprise to you personally? That would you ever thought that, young Fisher looking forward to maybe playing in the MLB would ever be on a different type of stage when it comes to baseball?
Yeah, it's really a dream that I never thought would be a possibility as a kid. Banana ball just wasn't around, and now it's blossomed into something incredible for the game of baseball, and now I get to use my love for vintage baseball and the impersonations that I've been doing since I was a kid, and the old timey pitching and batting stances. Like I love doing that before I had this idea, and there were. It really surprised me along the way, just how well and how smooth the process went. Like I aced my tryout. My Savannah Banana music video was the organization says it's one of the best they've ever seen, or if not the best. And I haven't even put it out yet, but like the fact that they loved everything. The coaches at the tryout loved my shtick and my 1950s accent and the outfit, the get up. It really I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. It seems like it was made to be.
That's a great journey to hear, and you're definitely one of a kind player in banana ball. I don't think there's any other banana ball player who's really, focused on the personification of, I guess, 50s ball player mixed in with musician. I mean, I've seen you playing the saxophone a couple times on your Instagram throughout there, so it's truly awesome to see. I mean, like a one of a kind player like you in banana ball. But
Thank
I
you.
want to ask you about like the musician side of things. I mean, musician turn banana ball player, I want to ask you, which is personally harder, hitting a high note or hitting a fastball from somebody across the mound in banana ball?
Oh, definitely from the mound. I think music has always been an outlet to me because it really baseball is so hard and it's such a difficult sport because you have someone trying to make you fail. Basically, the instrument doesn't have a mind of its own, like moving around while you're trying to play it. It's the muscle memory that only you can produce with that instrument. Unless a key is broken, debilitating you, you're going to be playing the same. Like, it's just practice and practice and practice. In baseball, you can practice and practice and practice and still fail. Not even just on the this 7 out of every 10 times scale. Like I know some dudes throughout my baseball career that have just put in so much work and it just never pays. It never pays off because that innate like sixth sense of hitting a fastball and like seeing live pitching and recognizing, oh, should I swing? When do I swing? Timing is everything. That is it's I think it's God given for a lot of people. And I just developed it from a really young age. So I've always retained that. And my JUCO coach last year told me, he was like, "Man, you're the definition. Like you're 100% a band kid that learned how to hit a baseball. You know, really damn good." And that stuck with me. I've always been drawn to the arts and sports.
I mean, that's great to hear that you're multifaceted, not just from the musician side. And thank you for sharing the perspective of realizing that baseball is harder to hitter than hard to hit than a hitting a high note. Personally, I can't sing. I'm not very musical. I can play the kazoo. I mean, that's as far as I go when it comes to the musical realm. And I mean, I stopped playing baseball senior year of high school. I wasn't good. They stuck me in right field, man. I wasn't good enough to play college ball. There's a reason why
Gotcha.
I'm behind a mic interviewing you and not out on a field right now. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it's great to hear.
Hey, it takes being good with vocation and diction. It's. I mean, I want to be a broadcaster whenever I'm done with my playing career. So, all props to you, my man.
I mean, I truly appreciate it. Now, I want to ask you actually, with the musical side of things, I see the Ray Charles thing in the background, and obviously you're going to get your first full season of either walkout music as a banana ball player. Now, I want to ask you, is there a single song that you're looking forward to using in 2026 for a walkout song? Or if Banana Ball allows you to do, I'm not sure if it does, use your own song as a walkout song, would you do something like that?
I think that they do, but I'm not. I don't really know how much of my own music I'll be doing. There, I mean, I am writing a bunch of songs for the Clowns that I will be putting out as the season approaches us. That I've spent the entire off season basically writing from when the Clowns were announced. But the uh, the song most looking forward to performing is 1954. The actually Yeah, probably 1954 version of Shaboom by the Chords. They were a Bronx doo-wop group, and that's probably one of the most popular doo-wop songs. Everyone loves that song. That's the reason why I'm so excited to perform it. It's a crowd pleaser because it was in the movie Cars. It's the "Life Could Be a Dream" '50s song.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I did that one. I did the Crew Cuts version. Um, be in Savannah against the Bananas. But I'm really excited to perform that. There's a lot of 50s, 60s, and 70s music that I'll be singing, and I'll be using it to correlate with my version of Old Knuckles on the mound. I'm not going to have mutton chops forever. Mutton chops were not a thing in the 50s. They died in the 1890s, but there's a storyline behind everything. I have multiple Old Knuckles versions.
I mean, I look forward to that. Personally, Cars is one of my favorite Disney movies. I would say movies of all time. And
Oh
the
yeah.
Life Could Be a Dream. Life could,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, I look forward to seeing that in 2026, man. I applied to be a Banana Ball intern during the summer, so hopefully maybe,
awesome.
we can reconnect down there and something like that. But honestly, that's something I'm 100% looking forward to in 2026. Now, I kind of want to ask you something still on the musical route, but I guess something to do with athletics as well. You see in the MLB, they use things called torpedo bats. Now, Banana Ball, I know they don't have any custom bats as of right now, but if you could use and make a custom bat out of a musical instrument, which instrument would you use and
Ooh.
why?
Oh man, I'd probably do a bassoon. I would make I'd make some sort of weird configuration with the wood and diameter of the barrel to where it's kind of hollowed out and you can play a bassoon on the side because all other instruments are mostly woodwinds, you would definitely make a wood baseball bat out of, not brass. You'd blow on it from the top, but the bassoon it's kind of off to the side. So I would say logistically, definitely the bassoon.
I mean,
That's a
I
really good
would
question.
definitely. Yeah, I appreciate it. I definitely will look forward to that. If you know that is something that can be implemented in Banana Ball within the near future. Personally, if I'm trying to think because if I had an electric guitar and if it hit right on the barrel where an electric guitar string would go boom, and that's all you hear across the stadium and just
That'd
blown
be
out
pretty
speakers,
sick.
I feel like that is something that I would love to do. So honestly, yeah, bassoon is a great choice for an instrument as a custom bat. Now, I want to ask you, still on the musical route. Obviously, there's other singers around Banana Ball, and you don't have to strictly stay with Indianapolis Clowns for this question. But barbershop quartet. Man, struggling with my words. A barbershop quartet. If you could include three other guys to be a part of your barbershop quartet, who would you choose in Banana Ball and why?
Man, that's a really good question. I still have to figure out who can really sing. I know we do have songwriters, but everyone's so versatile. We've got Bobo
Mhm.
on the Party Animals. Like he's a rapper. He made one of my favorite auditions I've ever seen. With his Banana Ball mixtapes. Um, Genius. We need more guys that can songwrite like that. Dalton Malden, another genius. I love what he's done with the bananas in his career. Super excited to see what he does for the coconuts, um, because he's pop. He's really pop sounding. Jason Arndt is country. I mean, he's doing his own country shows. Fits perfectly with the tailgaters. And go figure, I slip into Banana Ball, and I'm a 1950s, 60s, and 70s music singer at retirement homes, and then they unveil a team that was extremely popular only in the 50s and 60s. Like it's crazy. The clowns were at their height in the early 50s, and that was whenever doo wop was exploding all across the nation. And it's crazy. I mean, we've got so many talented guys in the organization. I don't know. I would barbershop quartet's different. It's a cappella. It's vocal harmonies. We've definitely got guys that could do it, but how many guys listen to that music? Probably, I mean, just myself and maybe some guys that know a couple, like maybe 10 songs. It's not a very popular genre of music nowadays, but it's recognizable. It's got its crowd pleasers.
I mean, I would love to see a versatile quartet from Bobo. He's coming on a little bit later in the month of December. Jason Arndt, I feel like, could definitely contribute with the country sound. And Dalton Malden, I've listened to some of his music as well. Honestly, I would love to see it. I would love to see it and have the new musical quartet of Banana Ball. Just get one guy from each team
You know,
and
I
just
think I think I to answer your question the best way possible, I'm gonna turn it around on its head and go, this is what's gonna happen for a holiday like Christmas caroling outfit of like Banana Ball. We go us the maybe if every team has a singer in the future, maybe six of us go caroling for Banana Ball at other people's houses. I'm gonna mark that down because that's gonna happen one day. And right here talking with Jackson, we're gonna call the future. That's gonna be a
it's
banana ball video.
hey, you have to put it out there. You have to put all the energy out there and
I like that
hey,
idea.
speak it into existence for sure. Now I want to
Christmas
ask.
caroling.
Yeah, Christmas caroling. Yeah, I mean Bing Crosby, Burl Ives. I mean, just go around singing those songs. I mean,
Those are the best.
yeah. Honestly, I love looking forward to Christmas music. I like my girlfriend. This is my first year with a girlfriend for Christmas and holidays, and
Uh,
she's not unfortunately she's not very big into the Christmas music thing. And I'm like, come on, like this is a big part of Christmas. It's something you look forward to every year.
I'm
I'm
with
a big
you.
Christmas guy. Big Christmas guy. Now, I want to ask you a question strictly about the Indianapolis Clowns. Obviously, you have some coaches in there like Eric Fox and Ryan Howard, a big former slugger for the Phillies. I want to ask you, what are you looking forward to, I guess, from the coaches aspect for the 2026 season? Like anything you're looking forward to learning from those guys or anybody in the organization or for the team in particular?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we've got two guys on our team, one on the coaching staff and one in center field that not only have big league experience but are big league stars. Joining Banana Ball, which yeah, you got to give all props to Jesse Cole, the man in the yellow that made it happen. It's really cool to see MLB players joining forces with our sport because banana ball is just so wholesome and so it provides so much energy to America when at a time when we need it most. Like banana ball is just like how the people that hate on it, it's not for some people because it's really just it's happy, it's positivity, it's beautiful, it's a show, man. It's awesome.
That's awesome to hear. And I always say the greatest two inventions to my friends here at college is number one, banana ball, because it's fans first. And I learned from a teammate of yours, Brian Dansereau, who I had on a couple weeks ago. He told me that, you guys can go into the stands before games and interact with these fans, get autographs and stuff like that. That's something pro ball really doesn't provide for you. It doesn't have the luxury for. So that's awesome to hear. And the second thing, I know it's a big Southeast thing, and I wish it was more across the country, but Bucky's, I always love going into Bucky's at like 6 a.m., getting some good gas station food and stuff like that. But I actually want to ask you a question related to the holiday that's coming up, Christmas.
Yeah.
What's personally your favorite Christmas song and Christmas movie? Because I have a lot of debates about this with people around me.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, the my favorite song, and I won't choose like a mainstream one. I'm gonna go with like a really obscure Bing Crosby song. You should definitely check this out. It's very slow and melodical. It's called "The Littlest Angel" by Bing Crosby. It's a Christian kind of I don't know. It's like a nursery rhyme kind of about a little angel with a box that he gives. And brings with the wise men. And Bing Crosby's voice in it is so rich and so pure. Singing wise, I love singing. I'm always singing, and I love imitating people. The way that his voice he hits like a really nice like pure bass. Just consistency throughout the song, and I wanna sing that one pretty soon. I want to record that. So that's gonna be my favorite song, "Littlest Angel" by Bing Crosby. Favorite movie, nostalgia, Elf. I cry every time I watch that just because it's just one of the best movies, in my opinion. I would say the best Christmas movie though. I really enjoyed White Christmas with Bing Crosby. I mean, Bing Crosby's on my wall. You can't see him right now, but he's right there under Frank
Oh,
Sinatra, right behind the trumpet, the clarinet, and the flute. Um, but yeah, probably White Christmas, just because Old Knuckles was born in 1941, so I'm gonna go with the vintage movie and say White Christmas.
I mean, I love the vintage answers, and it's something that's not really common when, I ask these questions nowadays because everybody
Yeah.
says, I mean, Polar Express, Elf, Santa Claus, I mean, whatever, but not a lot of people get the answer of White Christmas or Bing Crosby songs. So honestly, I love those answers. Honestly, two
Thank
phenomenal
you.
answers, especially from, from an old knuckles like yourself. So
That
honestly,
was
I
one of
love
the
to hear it.
things that people always ask do you actually listen to like old music? And I'm like, yeah, yes, it's like all I do. I obviously I know new songs because I'm always on social media. Um, and it was the same thing with Dr. Parkinson. We live authentic lifestyles. His is like early 1900s, 1930s, 36 is his cutoff date. I'm anywhere from 1929 to 1989, and that's my jam. So it's authenticity, playing a vintage character and having to know all the music. Not only that, but dressing vintage. I'm always wearing a suit, and on the field I got my fedora and whatnot.
I mean, I can't wait to get official Fisher Polydoroff jersey for the Indianapolis Clowns when they drop. I'm not sure
Go.
if they've dropped yet, but can't wait to. I'm planning to get every banana ball jersey of a guy I've had on the podcast. So honestly, Fisher,
Nice.
one of the top ones at my list for sure. Now, Fisher, I want to ask you two more final questions when it comes to this. Obviously, the Indianapolis Clowns are touring a lot of amazing away stadiums in 2026. From the schedule that you know of so far, what is one away game that you're looking forward to traveling to next year?
I would have to say, definitely the one I'm most looking forward to is Rickwood Field in Birmingham, Alabama. I played maybe 7 or 8 tournaments there in Hoover, Alabama, growing up as a kid. I don't know why we made the trip all the way out to Hoover from Dallas, Texas, but I had been there so many times, and sometimes we'd been playing in Birmingham, and every time that I went, I never played a game at Rickwood, but I went to the stadium so much because it was just so like I was always into Negro League baseball, and history and the vintage baseball history. And I really felt like a connection to that field. Like I would sit in the bleachers for I remember one time my mom dropped me off at the field and I just like roamed. And I've been there whenever there's nobody there. I haven't snuck in, but like I just went up to the guy. There's a guy that works in the team shop where they sell all the memorabilia, and he has like a bunch of vintage baseball gloves, and he lets people play catch with them. Which kind of gave me my inspiration for buying a lot of vintage baseball gloves. I have a whole shelf of them over there. I want kids to be able to use my gloves. These things are only like $40 on eBay. I'm not one of those ball players that's like, oh, don't put your hand in my glove. Like, I want every kid to feel what a baseball glove was like back in the 40s and 50s.
I mean, I love to hear this perspective because a lot of kids say nowadays that they only really focus on 2025 or 2026 baseball, saying like they told one kid told me yesterday he didn't know who Tim Lincecum was, and it hurt my soul. And that absolutely hurt my soul. The kid's like 11 years old and he didn't know who
Yeah.
Tim Lincecum was. I mean these kids need to realize like there's history behind baseball, and
Mhm.
like from the 50s to 60s to even like 80s to now. And honestly, you're a great guy, great player to showcase to these kids and these fans. And I guess my final question for you, Fisher, I ask this to every banana ball guy who comes on. What does the term fans first personally mean to you?
It really that was the deciding factor from going back to college and straight shooting it out to try to get drafted and maybe play pro ball. But whenever I heard about the fans first motto and the kind of emphasis that they put on treating people like just the best that they can inside the organization and the fans. Jesse staying after the games and signing everybody's autograph. That was all that I wanted to do as a kid. I've been practicing my autograph since I was 9 and 10 years old. Like, because I always wanted to be someone that kids looked up to, and I always wanted to be the type of person that would stay after to sign autographs. Like that was whenever I was at my tryout in Kansas City, Coach Gillum met with me afterwards. All the coaches were in hysterics, because I was in character the entire tryout. And after at the end, I broke character, and I told Coach Gillum like I was like I'm gonna break character, Coach. Like this means like the world to me what you guys are doing. Like the fans first mentality. It speaks to me because I grew up going to get autographs at every single MLB game. I was a ball hawk kid too. I had the Zach Campbell like glove contraptions where you could lower it down into the bullpen and just
No
snag a
way.
ball. I had the ball snagger BP thing. It was like a weighted cup that you could just unveil and it would just pick up baseballs. I loved that, and I all I wanted to do was just live at a stadium and be there and play on a big league field. And now the Banana Balls open up this opportunity, and I saw a niche. I was like, I'm gonna go all in for it right now because in 3 years, whenever I graduate college, if someone came in and they were like, I'm the vintage baseball player, say like. I wouldn't be able to live with myself like that. I knew I was the perfect person to fulfill this niche.
It's great to hear your perspective from a guy who's been in Banana Ball for the past few months and up to a year from Fans First Entertainment, what it personally means to you. And it's great to hear personal experience from that because and Zach Hampel, a great poll, a great YouTuber poll. Honestly, there was a guy I had on. He said he was a big fan of yours, a former YouTuber. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Austin Kleschka. He's
Oh
Spidey from
yeah,
Dodger Films.
oh yeah.
I had him on a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me, or he saw that Fisher Polydoroff was coming on, and he's paid attention to your content, man. He loves it. He truly does. I truly love it, and a lot of fans love it, man. So I
Thank you.
truly appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Spidey's the best. I grew up watching Dodger films, and it's super cool. Spidey's a good example of like Man, I grew up, I was watching these guys when I was like 12, 13 years old. And now like we're mutuals on social media. We're gonna like one day we'll collab and these collaborations have already been happening with guys that like I really have been watching since I was like 10 years old, just scrolling on YouTube on my iPad looking for baseball content. And it's awesome. So that's a great pull right there, Austin Kleska.
For sure. Now, I guess well, you know what? I might as well ask one final question. Any big projects outside of the music videos that are coming during the Christmas season, for 2026 leading up to the start of the Banana Ball season?
I've got a lot of music videos in the vault, a lot of songs that I'm writing. I'm gonna come prepared to Savannah with a lot of different, variations of music and scripts and whatnot. So I'm excited. I'm super pumped and stay tuned.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to it. And I know everybody who's a fan of your content and Banana Ball fans and just everybody around the world needs to look forward to that. But Fisher, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking time to come on, man.
Absolutely, Jackson. I had a blast. I look forward to all the banana ball players you have on here. Just increases your chance of like I think you'd be a great fit for the organization, man. I wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.